What's going on, y'all? It's Ron, comes in handy, the tradesman services and solutions. I want to do a quick video about working for home insurance, home warranty companies. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe because I got some great content coming out. So right now, I'm at a house painting, not the whole house, just certain spots that they wanted. I worked on this house before, and there's a smoke detector chirping, so please forgive me if you hear it throughout the video. So, home warranty companies, home insurance companies, I think they're different in some type of way, but I'm gonna tell you my experience with working with them. So, I won't give out the name, but it rhymes with Eli Homes, right? So, they found me, I'm assuming on Google, like a lot of companies do find me. And they say, hey, we're a home warranty company. We work with three major ones. I'm not gonna name those either. And we need more people out there in the area. You're in this area, right? I'm in California, in the Bay Area. They said, yeah. I said, yeah, I am. They're, okay, yeah, we need more people. I said, all right, cool. They sent me the vendor invite and stuff like that. So I made my account. So when you first make your account, or when I first made my account, you know, they ask for, I think you to fill out like a 1099, which is like the independent contractor. They ask for my insurance, and you don't need a trade license. They do ask for it, but what I did, I just gave my business license instead, and they accepted it. So in this video, I do want to talk about the pros and cons about working for home insurance warranty companies. So I will say they do have a lot of work. They do give you a lot of work. However, a lot of these jobs that they give you, a lot of jobs they give me, they're not close to me. They're far away, like out, maybe an hour away, maybe even more than that. So a lot of jobs I don't take. So when they first approached me, the first two jobs were like in my city. I was like, all right, cool. So they give you a lot of work, but the con is that a lot of work is out of my radius that I would like to work. I jumped ahead, but when you do sign up, you have to put your pay rate, right? Now here's the catch. They let you put how much you want to get paid for certain jobs. So like for plumbing, you can put, I want this much. For water heater repairs, replacement, I want this much. Here it is. They already have like a default price, right? And you're only able to do only like 2% more than what the average price for jobs are. So for example, changing out a faucet, they say it costs $115, right? Let's say, oh, well, I want $125. You could probably only go up like $2 more or $2 less. Because if you do, you'll get like an error message like, hey, the average is this, and you can only move it up $2 or something like that. I'll be thinking to say you can only move up $2. They say, hey, try again. The average is this. And that's how much all our other vendors are charging. So they do that to you, right? So that's a con. It's like you could set your price, but you really can't. The other thing, there's a lot of the website, they have an app now. So they have an app where you could actually accept a lot of jobs. The bad thing is, the con is that there's no customer service number. There's barely any customer service number. It took me forever to try to figure out how to get somebody to contact. And even when they call you, sometimes they call you for jobs, right? A lot of times they send you emails, but a lot of times they call you and say, hey, we need somebody out here to do this job. Even if you try to call that number back, it'll tell you just to go to the website, and you have to contact them through like a chat. Now, I will say they do respond to you like within 15 minutes. So I will say that they do respond to you fairly quickly. What's some other things about it? Um, they give you like detailed instructions on how it works. Oh, here's a con. If you're not used to net 30, net 45, which means after you do the job, we have 30 days, up to 30 days or up to 45 days to send out the check. Now, if you want to get paid right then and there, or at least like that week, this ain't for you. The only way this will be beneficial for you is if you, when you sign up with them, they have a lot of jobs near your area and you have consistent work. So when you have consistent work, you'll after like 30 days, you'll have steady paychecks coming in. For me, like I said, I really don't take too many jobs from them because they're not in my radius. So there's that. Now the checks do clear, they do work. It's legit. Here's one thing that got me up, kind of messed me up. So when I signed up with them, they sent me. I'm assuming they looked on my Google My Business profile. So there was that, and that's how they made my profile, and that's how they run. That's how they sign your checks. That's how they send your checks out from what you have on your profile. They didn't even ask me. There wasn't even no option to change that, or they didn't even tell me, hey, be sure when you go to your profile, you see you check to see when how you want your names on your check. They didn't ask me that. So like one of the first checks I got, actually, yeah, the first check I got was wrong. It said Ron comes in handy. Now, if I'm trying to, my bank only accepts my full name or my company name, which is the Tradesman Services Solutions. So I told them, like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to cash this or deposit this check. What's my options? Here's the options they told me. They said, okay, you can wait either 60 days after the check expires and then we can send you out another one. Or if you want us to cancel this one, void this one out, send you another one, it's like $15. I was like, but this wasn't my mistake. And there was nothing, they couldn't do nothing basically. And so I was like, I needed the money right then and there. So I was like, all right, fine, just charge me the $15. So they took the $15 off my check. And there was that. So now again, like I was able to talk to somebody right then and there. But it's like I had to submit into the chat box or support team, and they called me back and something like that. And that's how it turned out. Ever since then, they've corrected it. I've corrected it, and I haven't had no problem since then. What else is going on? Oh, so like I said, they have their own pricing. You're barely able to like negotiate prices. So I remember when I went there for an estimate, and like I said, they give you very detailed what to do. So they give you the job, you accept the job, you call the client, you call the customer, and you say, hey, I'm gonna be out this day, or let's schedule something. You give a schedule. They tell you like, hey, when you arrive, be sure to accept this amount of money before you do anything. So, and the customer knows that too. So they say, okay, yeah, I'm here. Hey, hello, I'm such and such. It'll be $50 right now, right? So you collect the money first before you do anything. So after you get the money, then you start doing your estimate. And so what happens is that you look at what needs to be done and say, okay, hey, yeah, so here's the estimate. You submit that through the app and they'll respond to you very quickly. There's one time, so that's a good thing about it. The thing that kind of sucks about it is like I was doing a drywall repair and I said, yeah, I think my labor is gonna be like this much. They said, can you do for this much? Which was like $20, $30 less. I was like, really? You really gonna do that? And I was like, I might as well, yeah. Okay, I'll do for this much. And so they said, okay, you've been approved. Make sure you take before and after pictures and then submit your invoice. So there was that. Now, that's pretty much the gist of it. They really don't give me no haggle. besides that one time, they haven't given me no real static or problems with my pricing. My pricing in general is fair, beyond fair. So there's that. Now, the one con that I would say is that at one point they were always calling me. I would get like 3 calls a day, which is, it's like, oh, that's one thing. There's nowhere in the system that you could change your radius. Like say, hey, I only want to do it in my county. So I won't have, a bundle of emails or requests that are like hour away, 60 miles plus away. So there's no way you could do that. It's like you can set it to 75 miles or more. There's nothing I'm like, oh, within 20 miles, 30 miles, right? Again, it's just me. If I had like a team, it would be, I would do it. I would have no problem doing like further. But since it's just me and I'm already have like consistent work, doing jobs 75 miles out for the amount that they're trying to pay you is not really worth it to me. Now, besides me, this has nothing to do with me, but has something to do with the customers that have a policy through these companies, right? There's 3 of them you work with, or that I work with. But I deal with the middleman, right? So the one thing that sucks about, and it's for the customer, has nothing to do with me. I had this one of my first jobs is like, there was a leak and they sent somebody, I guess they sent the plumber out to go fix the leak. And then they sent me, it was behind the wall. And then they sent me to go patch up the drywall. Well, what sucks for the customer is that they did fix the leak, right? I'm assuming the customer had to pay like, it's almost like car insurance, right? There's like a copay, or like, doctors, there's a copay. So the customer has to do a copay. So I guess they did a copay for, I'm not sure if they did a copay for the plumber, one for the plumber and one for the drywall. So one for the plumber and one for me. I'm not sure if it was 2 different payouts they had to do, right? But when it came to the drywall, the company, the insurance company or warranty company, they only wanted to pay for doing a drywall patch, which means I don't know if people know this, but the plumber, usually the plumber or the electrician, they will cut a hole or whatever to get where they need to go to. But in terms of patching up, usually they don't do that. They say, oh yeah, you have to get a drywall person to do that. So that's what happened. The plumber made the hole in the wall, and it was back to back, right? So the leak was in the bathroom. So they made a hole in the bathroom, and then they made a hole in the room that shares a wall with the bathroom. So it was 2 holes I had to patch up. The warranty company only pays for patching up. They don't pay. So when I gave them the price, they said, oh, no, we only want you to patch it up. If the customer wants it painted and textured, they have to pay out of pocket. The 3 or 4 drywall jobs I've had, or no, actually every drywall job I've had, the customer was furious that was the case. And they're like, yeah, I'm canceling my policy with them. This is BS, blah, blah, blah. And I don't blame them. I'll be mad. Like, how am I paying you guys monthly and then you guys are not making it to how it was before this damage happened? Yeah, that's pretty much it for the experience with working with the warranty companies. Like I said, their pricing, they do haggle you. You really can't set your own prices. I'm not sure if you guys ever use Thumbtack, but sometimes when you use Thumbtack and you put your pricing, they give you like, oh, this is the average of all our contractors, how much they pay. They did the same thing with Angie Leads. They say, hey, oh yeah, this is the average. I think they probably do that with every like contractor app or lead based app. they give you like, oh, this is the average of all what they're doing, what contractors are doing. And if you put more, they'll flag you and say, oh, this might not let you get more business. And you're like, oh my gosh, right? So there's that. But in that, they've been good. They pay me on time. I just don't like the net 30, net 45. I forget which one it is. But they do. The money does, the check does come in. Oh yeah, they only pay you by check. You can't do direct deposit or things of that nature. They only, or ACH or anything like that. They only do check. They only send you a check. So that's the con about that. But other than that, that's all I have for this video. If you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comments. I'll respond back. I always do. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.